Whew. Finally on. Finally. I'm telling you, couldn't find my computer cable, which I didn't realize that I needed it because I thought my laptop was charged up. So I'm all set for this late night with Shawnie. What's up, people? Hello, hello, hello. I am going to keep this live on track. We have a subject or a few subjects that we're going to stick to. I'm not going to get sidetracked. Let me see here. I think I want to start a poll. Um, hmm. Let me see. Do you think? Let me see. I'm going to start a poll. I'm just going to put it this way. Mm-hmm. And I may not be on this subject very long because I'm not a Rickey Smiley fan. So I'm hoping that, um, Tasha K picks this up and talks to the alleged father of the twins. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. Um, WFW, can I get good luck on my surgery on Thursday? I'm trying to get a okay, well, yes. I'll be thinking positive thoughts about your surgery, and I pray everything goes well. Mm, Pray everything goes well. Trust me, you'll be in and out, in and out. Hello, everyone. Please thumbs up the live. I'm a little late, but that's okay. Thumbs up the live. Hi, Watchman. How are you? What are you saying no to? My poll? Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try to stay on track tonight because last night I was off track. We were talking about weddings and all kind of things last night. So, hello, welcome. Are there any Rickey Smiley fans in the chat? Please thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live if you want me to stay on live because I have a big comfortable bed I can go and get in. It's kind of chilly here in Florida. Any Rickey Smiley fans? Anybody know who Rickey Smiley is? I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's happening in his world and talk about the realities of possible cheating, how it hurts people, how it hurts others, it hurts families. It does a lot of damage. And I don't want to sit up here and say that, he cheated or she cheated, but those dates are kind of crazy. Twins are 5 years old. Now, come on now. But I'm going to play the audio of a video from Say That TV of the former alleged father of the twins. So let me back up a little bit. Let me see where we're at. We're at the 5:29 mark. All right. I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I really dive into this. And I don't care if we have no people in the chat. That's fine. That is fine. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. So, I'm telling you, cheaters never win. Never, ever, 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 ever. They just don't. They ruin lives. That's what they do. And if you're in a relationship, do me a favor. Don't cheat. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Okay? It's like nowadays people don't have any morals. They don't care. They have no sense of, they don't have any integrity. And no matter how well you try to sneak around, the truth is going to get out some way, somehow. So if you're cheating, stop cheating. Stop cheating. It's not worth it. You might as well just go ahead and get out of the relationship you're in and go on and and be with the person that you want to be with, because everyone is going to get hurt in that situation. Yeah, it's hi Frank. Yes, so Rickey Smiley apparently has 5-year-old twin daughters. Yes, he has 5-year-old twin daughters. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe someone said that they're the same age as his granddaughter. So I'm going to be taking just this random deep dive into my thoughts. I want to know what, other people are thinking about this whole situation. I'm thinking about a lot of things. His business is his business, but hey, it's out here on these YouTube streets for everybody to have an opinion. So he brought it up. It is what it is. Yes. He has 5-year-old twins. And I'm going to play an audio or a video. You guys aren't going to see it, but you're going to hear the audio of the alleged former father who said Ricky knew all along that he was the father of the twins. Okay, so everything I'm going to say is alleged. This is my opinion. I'm going to be talking from experience. I'm going to be talking from my opinion. This is just in case, Ricky's listening, his little frat brothers are listening, lawyers, whoever. This is my opinion and my opinion only, and the opinions of my subscribers and people in this chat. It's their opinion and not mine, okay? So I just wanted to get that out there. Hey, boss dog, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? The soulful sanctified comedian, exactly. Yes, it's, you know what, Frank? It is slowly like trickling out. It's slowly coming out, but it's getting there. Yes, 2025 is starting out with a bang. Ricky Smiley having like 5-year-old twins, that was not on my bingo card for 2025. Was not. And if you let the former father tell it, he's like They knew all along, even her mother. Mm-hmm. Yes, even her mother, honey. I'm going through the church. I'm going through it all because Ricky, okay, so now let me just start. So for those of you who do not know, Rickey Smiley is this famous comedian, black comedian, who he's really hilarious, but he's on the radio, what is it, like Monday through Friday, on Hot 105. I know that he took over for Tom Joyner. And so he has this whole crew of people, the Brad, what is his name? Gary with the T. So he's on Monday through Friday. He's a big time comedian. He does a lot of, he was doing a lot of comedy shows based on the church. He comes off as being this very spiritual guy. Yeah, I'm sure he has a relationship with God, but like a lot of ministers, a lot of people in the church, they struggle, you know. They struggle with demons, okay? They're like they say in the church, right? I'm struggling with my flesh. So apparently, he's not even he's struggling, or he did struggle. So anyway, I was just on the internet today, and or was it yes? I think it was yesterday, and I congratulated him about the twins. There was a video of him saying that at the anniversary of his son's death, he got some great news that he was the father of twins. So I'm like, oh man, wow, that's just, great news to hear. For those of you who do not know, Ricky lost his son. I think it was what, 20 and 2024, 2023 or 2024. I think it was 2024 that he lost his son. I think his name was Brandon. But anyway, I want to talk about that. But what kind of has gotten a lot of people is the fact that Ricky kind of talked about his son, mixed his son in with the fact that he has these 5-year-old twin daughters, okay? And so it kind of rubbed people the wrong way because they're saying, oh, he's using the anniversary of his son's death to kind of shield the blow of what was really happening, or this announcement of him having 5-year-old twins, and basically just let, he's not saying who this woman really is, but her boyfriend has now come out, or her ex-boyfriend has now come out with his own video, basically giving his side to the story. And honey, it's messy. It is messy. Oh, hi. Tell your wife I said hello. So, yes, right. So the dad, the Frank, the alleged, the former father, he's come out with his side of the story, and honey, is when I say it's messy, it is messy. Now he said that in a video that Ricky knew, he knew the girls were his. Now, I don't know how true that is. He basically said that Ricky knew, his ex-girlfriend knew, and her mother knew. Mm-hmm. Her mother knew. So this man, and I was just watching like his body, his mannerisms and everything. The man is hurt. The man is hurt because it sounds like he was raising those girls. But I don't know how true that is. But he's hurt about the fact that, you know, he's saying that they've had this thing going on all along. And that's the thing with cheating, Why cheat? Why cheat? And this thing could have been just under his nose the entire time. And if you haven't had a chance to, see what this guy looks like, he looks like he can be Ricky's brother. Literally, they look so much alike. So the girlfriend definitely has a type. She definitely has a type. So yeah, and this is the thing, Frank. Good question, because what's coming out right now is that Ricky, they're alleging, and this is what 2025 is going to do for us. They're alleging that he started seeing her while she was underage. I don't know how true that is, but it's going to come out, because what's going to happen is people are going to start, putting two and two together. Ricky was married at one time, and he and his wife got a divorce. So now people are saying, well, did they get a divorce based on Ricky, having an affair? Did his former wife know about the children? Because they're saying that these babies were born, or conceived during the time Ricky was married. So it's like, had the judge known this, this marriage ended because of infidelity and not because of irreconcilable differences, would that have made a difference in, I guess, their settlement? So, word on the street, not my opinion, but word on the street is he started seeing this woman when she was underage. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they're saying. So, she has, she goes on to have the babies. She has a boyfriend in her life. This man is raising those children thinking that they're his, when all along they're Rickey Smiley's babies. So he's very upset. Yes, he's very, very upset about it. And I'm going to play the audio, and I just want to go through it. I'm hoping you guys can hear this audio. I want to play this audio. Take it step by step. Your barber Give me one second, guys. But he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Let me know if you can hear that. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. Can you guys hear that? It does work like that. He'd always be trimming your hair. Give me a one if you can hear that. Always rebalancing your sideburns. Always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. All right. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront. Okay, listen. For the 1-year anniversary of my son's death, I found out I have a 5-year-old identical twin. I appreciate y'all for. Okay, so Alexa, turn up the volume. All right, so Ricky starts his video out off, and he says, right before the anniversary of my son's death, I find out that I have 5-year-old twins. Now that's what he says, okay? And I'm not gonna really do this story justice. I really want Tasha K to take to to interview the former father, because she's a great interviewer, and I'm just, I just listened to the guy, and I just felt so sorry for him, because you could tell this thing is eating him alive. He's not good. He's not good. And he says he's not good. And I don't know. You just have to be careful about what you do and how you do it, how you do people and how you treat people. This man is not okay. This man is not okay. You're talking about he got to know those babies. He got to know those children. More than likely was there when they were babies to being, toddlers, and now they're school age children. This man is not good. All right? He's not good. But let me see if I can move this over. Okay, here we go.
Reaching out to me, man. Cause watching that video is so disgusting. It's wicked. And it triggered me, man. Like, I'll never get over that situation. For 5 years, man, they knew. For 5 years. The mama...
Do y'all hear that? He said for 5 years they knew. And you can hear in his voice how upset he is. He said for 5 years they knew. They knew. So you mean to tell me, Rickey, you're such a spiritual person that for 5 years you lived a lie? He lived a lie? Really? Listen.
In on it. The grandma in on it. And the real victims are those twin girls and her oldest daughter. And he been calling her his daughter too, man. It's so crazy, man, but they don't understand.
Did you guys catch that? So apparently, wait a minute. I know. Did you guys hear that? He said that he has been calling her daughter, her oldest child, his daughter, too. Now, I had heard that he was saying that this woman was his daughter. And if that is the case, if that is true, then those claims of Rickey seeing her when she was underage, there may be some truth to it. Because this man just said Rickey called her oldest daughter 2. I don't know if you guys caught the 2, but let me keep going.
Man, that situation on me, man. It destroyed me. It destroyed everything I had going on. Mentally, I was shot. And when I found out about them having their going on, that's when she started trying to pull the girls from me and trying to manipulate everybody and saying, oh, Nehemiah don't take care of his kids and all that like that. Her and the mama just trying to keep covering it up. Nehemiah, you the dad, you the dad, you the dad. Them your girls, come take care of your girls. Having her dust at home girls, harassing me, and got her, even her brother just passed away.
Y'all hear that? He said that her mother was in on it. She was in on it. And when he found out that Rickey was what? The father, she tried to pull the girls away from him. And then everybody's jumping on his case. Listen to how toxic this is. Everybody's jumping on him about not taking care of the girls. But they knew, allegedly, that Rickey Smiley was the father. And they still wanted this man to take care of those kids. Now, obviously, Rickey has more money than this man. Has way more money. So why would he take care of children that aren't his? Especially if he knows that the father is a multimillionaire. Toxic. 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 Let's keep going.
Died. And before he died, he was mad at me. He was mad at me thinking I was some hate. And that whole time, bro, I'm like, So I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to fight for my kids, and she just pulling it back, and just denying access and the manipulation, invite my other kids to hang out with the girls, all that. Man, that was so, man, why? That situation.
I'm going to pause it right there because this guy is, y'all, he's in pain. This man is in pain. I mean, the betrayal. The man said that her mother was in on it, she was in on it. Even her brother, who is now deceased, was mad at him for not taking care of the girls. When he knew all along, this guy, former father, he knew and she knew, everybody knew that these girls, the twins, were not his. And to me, I feel like, why does it sound like they were trying to protect Rickey? That's the sense that I'm getting, that they didn't want it to get out that he had twin girls. And I'm trying to figure out, why would they protect Rickey? Why wouldn't they just say, "Hey, these are his twins and that's it." But this man is clearly, he's not good.
Situation me, and I know it, other people out here too. Not just men. It's these children that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Um, she has an older daughter who I came in and I just tried to love the shit out of that little girl because she lost her father a couple years ago to a motorcycle accident. So I just felt like God had his hands on that whole situation. I don't want to be the type of dude that come in and, you know, she needs to see somebody loving her mama right because her dad can't no longer do it. But when I saw how wicked her mom was and her grandma is, I had to get out the way.
You hear that? That man said, when I saw how wicked her mother is and the grandma, he said I was done. He said I had to get out of the way. And you know what? Women are wicked when they do that, especially when they want a man to take care of children they know for a fact are not his. I mean, it's okay if a guy, woman has a child and the guy says, "You know what, I'm going to help you out with the child." That's all well and good. Do what you got to do. Stand up, be a good man. But why should this man pay for children that are not his, especially when they belong to a multimillionaire? That's the messed up part about it. That they wanted to continue this lie at his expense. Trifling.
So that just gave her mom and her grandma just all the leverage in the world. Nehemiah, he ain't. You see how he treated little sisters? As they were just pulling the girls away from me and lying. And it was too. So,
Wow.
yeah, man. Man, I'm gonna say all of this, and I'm gonna try to be done with it for now, because
Did
there's some
y'all hear
really
that? That man said, I'm going to try to say what I have to say, and I'm going to be done with it for now. He's giving all these clues. Like, Rickey better sit down and he better sit down and talk to this guy. He better sit down and talk with this guy. He better not try to continue to sweep this under the rug. He better sit down and have a talk with this man and, come to some sort of meeting place. Not that I think that can happen, because sometimes people have their minds made up that, look, you violated me. Because here's the thing, they both had to be sleeping with her at the same time. And Rickey's out here just not protecting himself. I mean, he's too old to be acting like that. Why do you not protect yourself when you're out there just sleeping around. But I'm going to get into the fraternity that he's in and how they used to show out back in the day when I was in college. Because he's in a notorious fraternity. They're known for the most part, of being out there wilding out, sleeping around, doing all kind of things. Now, yeah, when they get older, sometimes they calm down. You know, they're not big time cheaters and, people out there, just sleeping around. But I'm sorry, these twins are 5 years old. How old is Rickey? I think Ricky's what, in his 50s? Come on, Rickey, you too old to be out here slinging like that and not protecting yourself. That is ridiculous. Let's keep going.
battle. And it's hard for me to even love a
Wow.
person that want to love me. It's hard for me to look at anybody the same, man. They try to sprinkle a little God in it. They try to throw God in it. Everything happened for it. Man, listen. Well, God.
And see, that's the thing. And that's even with him. They, they, and that's what got me when he said they sprinkle a little God in it. Oh, where everything happens for a reason. Oh, it's God's will. You know? And that's what has a lot of people not happy with Rickey right now. He pretty much put the anniversary of his son's passing in with such a powerful announcement of, letting people know that he has twin girls. And people are saying that kind of, threw people off a little bit, like throw them off the scent of, hey, he actually was sleeping with someone allegedly who is supposed to be his so quote unquote daughter, as he says. But this is the father. This is the former father saying that, you know, she's supposed to be his daughter, but he's around here sleeping around, allegedly with his so-called daughter. This man is hurting, and I feel so sorry for him. Frank. Frank said Rickey was really smiling. Now, you know what? Okay, that is you know what? This is so serious, but that is so hilarious. You're right about that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And and people in the comments on another site, not necessarily on his site unless he has someone, monitoring his site, but there are people on the other sites that are saying, "Man, you're too old to be out here acting like that. You're you're too old to be out here, having unprotected sex, with people, with women." But, you know, I need someone to really research this and get down to we need to find out who this woman is. Who this woman is, and I'm hoping and I'm praying again. I'm saying Tasha K. I hope she picks it up.
I did that for a reason. Let me tell you something. You better stop doing that. I'm telling you, y'all better make some laws and some consequences for these women who be doing it. Because that her oldest daughter could have lost her mom behind that. The Rickey Smiley that we know who.
You guys, do you hear that? This man said her oldest daughter could have lost her mom behind this. If that is not a indirect threat, I don't know what it is, unless I'm misunderstanding what he just said. He said her oldest daughter could have lost her mom behind this. Whew.
We adore, who we adored and we listen to every day. He could have been on the guy who we all adored, man, and we thought highly of, and nobody's perfect, but to sprinkle your son in that wicked, and to sprinkle a little God in it too. Boy, that's dangerous. But he has enough time to make it right, because those girls are 6. Those memories can be erased. He met them at the right time. Well, he's telling y'all now. But at the right time, they're 6. But it's the older girl. She's about 16, 17 now. I just hope that situation don't up, man. I hope it don't give birth to somebody she's not even destined and created to be. Like, that could child up and start looking at people differently. She probably don't even want to hang around her mama no more because she's seeing how they just me over. Hey.
You see that? That's a shame. That is a shame. I'm telling you. I got to go back and look at that Cat Williams interview because Cat Williams has some choice words to say about Rickey Smiley, and it just seems like you know Rickey, he's not, I don't know him personally, but I need people to stop doing wicked things and putting God in it, because that's what he's doing. Stop doing messy things. I mean, fornicating. You're in the church, but you're out there fornicating and then you're sprinkling God in it. And that's just not right. That's why, if you believe in the Bible, judgment is going to begin in the house of God. It's going to begin in the church. And I rest my case on that one. I rest my case.
Cool, man. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for
Okay, so now we get to the part of the interview with Rickey Smiley. Let's see what he has to say.
uh, for checking out my interview. Thank y'all for the kind and positive comments. Sometimes people just want to share. I just couldn't, be showing my grandkids and other kids and don't share that blessing with you as well. God is good. God allowed that to happen.
What? Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, God allowed the babies to be born, yes. But come on, Rickey. Come on, Rickey. You knew, allegedly, you knew that this woman had a boyfriend. And based on what he's saying, you knew that you were the father of the twins the whole time. And you and this woman allegedly ran a game on him. You wanted him to be the father, knowing full well you were the dad the whole entire time. That is some trifling. I can't even say what I want to say, but that's trifling as hell. That is just not right. And now you're sitting here on this video talking about God, and that's the most disgusting thing. When I was in the church, I didn't have one foot in the church, one foot out of the church. When I was in the church, I was in the church. When I was out of the church, I was out of the church. But, you know, I grew up in the church from a little girl. And I spent at least, 5 days a week at church. The biggest waste of my time. I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. Because I found out as I got older, as I became a teenager, onto adulthood, that the people in the church, they're the most sinning people in the church. you know? And it's sad. It is, I have stories that I can tell about the church. Ministers with wives impregnating young women in the church, ministers seeing young girls. It's, I'm telling you, biggest waste of my time. But let's finish listening to Rickey.
On the 1 year anniversary of my son's death, God was like, here you go.
and they have definitely been.
Do you hear that? This man said, the 1 year anniversary of my son's death, God said, here you go. Now, who's lying? Who's Somebody's lying. And it sounds like Rickey may be lying here. Because this man said that Rickey knew all along. So the timeline, I'd be interested to know exactly when he found out about the twins. Because based on what he's saying the anniversary of his son's death is when he found out. And if that is not the case, if that is not the case, Rickey is Rickey may just be sick in the head. Like, who uses their son's death to announce something like this and it's a lie? You know what I mean? That's that's some next level craziness if it's true.
Blessings in my life. I call them lifesavers, along with my granddaughter Denver. But my twins, I actually call them lifesavers. I think they really saved my life. Kept me distracted, gave me something to do, something to look forward to, and it's been nothing but awesome.
Why wouldn't his grandkids be his lifesavers? I mean, I understand that he's saying that the twins, gave him something to live for, but Ricky, you have so many other children. You have, grandchildren, you have older children. I don't understand, why you would say these twins are your lifesaver. They're just an addition to your family. So again, are you trying to throw us off? Because this man Nehemiah, which he has a beautiful name, it's one of the books in the Bible. He is basically saying that you knew all along, that you knew all along that those twins were yours. But here it is, you're saying here, you found out on the anniversary of your son's passing. So somebody's not telling the truth. And if you're found to be a liar, because, you're saying that it happened, you found out the anniversary of your son's death, something really is wrong with you. Because that's not the way you break news. You could have just left your son's passing, the anniversary of your son's passing out of it, and just said that you found out that, you were a father of twins. But I'm still back to square one. What would make you wait? Why would you not come out when the children were born? Why? Because apparently Nehemiah is saying you knew. You knew all along. She knew, her mother knew, and her mother tried to her, protect Ricky. Why? Why did they do that? Is it because, I don't know, he's so-called famous? Like, he wasn't going to lose his job or anything like that if they found out he was the father of twins. What? It was going to ruin his reputation? No, I don't think so. People know men, sleep around. Somebody get Cat. Listen, I heard Cat Williams is coming back. Um, Cat Williams is coming back to, what is it? Shay Shay to the club? Yeah, it's gonna break records. But yeah, I hear he's coming back. It's gonna is what is it? It's gonna all come out. Watch. Give it a few days. Yep. Where the women come out, know how this shit is going. Yes. And see, here's the thing. They're saying that this woman was underage. So why I mean, why would he if this woman and her mother and then again, wow. I'm starting to think about a lot of things right now. I think I get it. So the mother allegedly does not want people to know because they know Rickey was going around basically saying she was his daughter. So this has to do with the mother possibly knowing Rickey and her daughter was having relations and her daughter was underage. That is why they kept it on the hush hush down low. I just figured that out. So mama, see that, you know what? That is incredible. I have a lot of things on my plate right now that I'm books I'm reading, things I'm doing, but I need to find out who this woman is because that has to be why they kept it on the down low. So he's afraid. He huh. Now, how far back can they take this? How can they find out if he was really seeing her while she was underage? You know, they have ways of going all the way back, getting our text messages, getting our phone calls, all of that. Ricky might be scared. He might, with R. Kelly in prison, with P. Diddy in federal, jail, he's probably scared. See, Cat Williams did say a lot was going to be revealed. I think so too, because I'm hearing that he has a lot of, side chicks. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know if he's ever been to a Diddy party. I mean, he could have been just doing his own thing. And I just don't think at this point that he wants it to be known that he probably was seeing this young lady when she was underage. Because if you I mean walking around telling people that this is your daughter, to me that lets me know she was underage. And that's what people are saying. They're basically saying that, he said that this young lady, was his daughter, and her boyfriend also alluded to that in this video. So Ricky is probably running scared. And so to get sympathy, he threw his son's passing in it. But I'm looking at him in a whole different light. Like, we have to put our foot down because you can't be running around here messing with, underage girls or boys. That is not right. You take their innocence away because you're older, you know better, and really you have no business being with an underage child anyway. Let them grow up and find someone their own age. So he's running scared. That's why. Listen, this is about to get really good because is once this hits the news outside of YouTube, people are going to start digging. They're going to start wondering. They're going to start asking some very tough questions. And this man, he better be careful because I don't put anything past Ricky. People have the money to do crazy things. And then also on the other hand, too, Ricky better be careful too because this man is hurting. But he did say, you know, it sounds like he's open to talk and to discuss what happened. Sounds like he's even willing to move past it. But that's a shame. That and then he's right about the 16-year-old or the daughter. So she had to be around 11 when the twins were born. 10 or 11. So she knew all along, or she grew up, you know, with the ex-boyfriend being there in the household. So now, so she thought, I guess, the whole entire time that her mother's boyfriend was the father of the children. And now she's 16 years old and she now knows that Ricky is the father of those twins. So yeah, he's saying that this could possibly mess her up psychologically. I'm telling you, people don't think about consequences. They don't think about how their actions can affect someone, you know. Cheaters never win. You just don't win. It's just better for you to just if you want to be with the person you're cheating with, be with them. But don't string someone else along. Allow that person to step away and go find love somewhere else. Wait, he was telling people the girl he cheated with was his daughter. Okay, so he he was telling people the girl he cheated with. Yes, yes, no. This is the thing. The first one. Ricky was going around telling people allegedly that the twins' mom was his daughter. Mm-hmm. And if you go back and you listen to this tape, yes, yes. And see, that's why they're saying that she was underage. The twins' mom was underage when he started seeing her. Allegedly. If P. Diddy offered the judge to stay out of jail and they told him no, imagine what they do with Ricky. No, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have Diddy money and he doesn't have Jay-Z money. And the only way P. Diddy will be saved is if Trump pardons him. He needs a pardon. He needs a pardon because they're gonna get him. There's too much evidence. There's too much. Now Jay-Z is a different story. Jay-Z is fighting tooth and nail to not go to jail. He's fighting. But see, I had heard, little grumblings about Jay-Z. And so I was like, huh? But I haven't gone down that rabbit hole at all. But it'll be interesting because when Trump gets into office, he's gonna do whatever he wants, and it'll be interesting to see, if he gives Diddy a pardon, because that's the only thing that's gonna save him. only thing that's going to save him. And maybe he needs to take that 50 million and and donate it to Trump to get his pardon. But yes, so Rickey, going back to what I was talking about earlier, Rickey is a part of a fraternity called the Omega Psi Phi, and that's a huge, huge black fraternity. And I remember when I was in college, we were basically told to stay away from them. They wore yellow and purple, and honey, they were going through some women. They were going through some college women, and we were told to just stay away from them. I've always known that the Qs were just, they were out there. They were out there. So he's a part of a big fraternity. So this part does not surprise me at all. This doesn't surprise me. But it's going to be interesting to see if, what comes of this story. If any news, outlets are going to pick it up. If anybody's going to really try to put the dots, together to see he, you know, if he was seeing this woman when she was underage. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting year, because we started out with a bang, and now, I think Diddy's trial is coming up. And I'm sure they have other people that they're looking at because they have videotapes. They have a lot of evidence, a lot of evidence. So I guess we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. But anyway, so we got through that video. Thank you guys so much. Frank, thank you for just, hanging out and, being a part of this video tonight. I really appreciate you. You had me cracking up, cracking up. But yes, I guess we'll see what happens in the next coming months. It may be that no one asks the hard questions, but like I said, I'm going to be watching Tasha K. I think she has a video on her site about Rickey Smiley. So I think I'm going to probably take a look at that video tonight and see if anything about the twins come up. I forget when that video was done. But anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until we meet again, I will talk to you all later. Bye.